The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
From Glycod, it's Oldham County High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. By Vaughn Pettit Legal Group for intelligent legal solutions. By Anderson's Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Metro Windows, one call can replace your old rotted windows. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham County High School's football from Glycod.
And good evening and welcome to Oldham County High School here in Buckner, Kentucky. Mike Beck and Gary Satori, glad to be with you tonight. And we are here for the first time tonight. We were supposed to be here a couple of weeks ago, but had some illness that struck and weren't able to make the game. But we're finally here to see Oldham County tonight, and they've got a pretty good ball team.
Yeah, they sure do. This team is coming around. The talented past 2 years under the head coach of Michael Fox. He's really spent a lot of time during the offseason. He's really built his team up, and their confidence is high.
They face a Bryan Station team tonight that comes in on the season at 3-7. They've played each other before. Oldham got the better of that first matchup. They're 6-4 on the season, so they have to be favored here at home. Have a winning record, a little bit bigger roster. A lot of things look good for Oldham County tonight. What are some of the traps they need to watch out for this Bryan Station team?
Bryan Station is very athletic. They're very talented in that part. So any time that they break away, they can go the distance. And that's one of the key things, is that they're very athletic and they have a lot of speed.
Okay. Well, we didn't get a chance. Normally you have interviews with both coaches. We've been waiting and waiting. Bryan Station still yet to take the field here. They arrived quite late, about 45 minutes before kickoff, still haven't come out onto the field yet, so unable to get with Coach Parks to do our normal pregame interview. So we'll kind of have to fill in some gaps there here in our pregame coverage.
You know, I'll tell you, sometimes this is a strategic thing. It's cold. You want to keep your players in the warm until the last minute. I've been on some staffs. The coaches have actually done that. They waited a little bit. They traveled. It's about an hour and a half with the bus from Lexington to here.
Yep.
So a lot of times these coaches want to keep their kids in the field house and keep them warm until the last minute. I personally rather go ahead and get them on the field and get them warmed up. But, that's the strategic sometimes on behind coaches.
Yeah, everybody has their own way of playing the little gamesmanship game. So,
yes,
Coach Parks has got his team here. They will be out in the field presently, and we'll get to see them in just a few minutes. We'll go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll talk about Bryan Station, what we know about this team, what they've faced this season, and how they may be gearing up for this game tonight. Without having a little bit of that coach's ear tonight, we will have to kind of speculate, but that's okay.
Yep.
We get paid to do that.
We do.
It's a great job. Stand by, folks. We'll be back in just a moment with more pregame coverage of Oldham County and Bryan Station right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
I'm here with Coach Fox, the head coach of Oldham County High School. Coach, this is the postseason. Congratulations, first round of playoffs. What have you been doing all week to prepare your young men to play tonight?
Even though it's the postseason and it's kind of winner-go-home attitude, it's still a chance to focus on fundamentals. I mean, we've seen these guys before, so that's kind of with the new setup. You're playing somebody familiar. They have some speed that'll stretch in some spots. We're not going to match what they do athletically, so what we have to do is just be very sound fundamentally, be good tacklers, communicate blocking schemes, and if we execute those fundamentals, I think we're going to be very successful.
All right, so I know that by reading the stats last time, you all threw the ball quite a bit. Beautiful night tonight. Your field is absolutely holding up great. What do you think the key offensively is tonight?
Long time sustaining drives. I mean, early in the game last time we came out and ran the ball well. In the second half we threw early, and once we kind of got a lead, we were able to really grind it out the second half, and some counter game, some gap scheme, and it was very successful. We held on to the football, so that was really key for us, and we've talked about that. They're dangerous. They can big play you. So offensively, if we're taking care of the football, and if defensively we're forcing them to either try to drive the field or just limit the big play, I think we can force turnovers and do some things to be successful.
Well, I tell you what, I wish you all the well and good luck tonight, and go ahead and let you get back to your team. Thanks, Coach.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
And welcome back, Mike Beck and Gary Satori. Glad to be with you tonight up in the booth on a chilly but beautiful night for high school football. It's postseason time. That means it's a win or go home, and Bryan Station, they've had a tough season. They've only won 3 out of their 10 opportunities, lost an earlier matchup to these Colonels at home. So you got to believe that they're the underdog here tonight. But Coach Parks, he's gonna put together a plan, and he's got some talent on the field, doesn't he?
He sure does. He's got a lot of speed. There's a lot of athletic. The thing that I'm noticing, and that what we talked about during the break, is if I'm looking at the roster, they don't have a lot of linemen.
They're very low on linemen.
So this is the key right here. If they can go ahead and keep injury-free and be able to go ahead and rotate these linemen and keep them fresh, there's a good chance right here. Oldham County does have the numbers, so they're going to be able to rotate their players a little bit more. I think the thing is they've got a lot of speed, and that's the advantage. If they can go ahead and break the line of scrimmage and break out that linebacker box, they're gone. And that's one thing that Coach Fox even said. We can't match up with their speed. All we got to do is wrap up. Coach Fox and I were talking about Coach Bryan Station, and he said they actually had them in the backfield. He spun out of the tailback, spun away, and went 70 yards. So I think that's one of the things that he's going to keep working on is the ground game and run. They did throw the ball. I don't know how well they're going to be able to protect, but I am excited about seeing the speed on this team.
All right. Well, let's talk about the impact the weather has. As the football season starts, it's in the 90s in August. It's a hot climate. Temperature drops off the cliff sometime in mid-October, and now we're going to be in the 20s before it's over with tonight. It's a frosty game. How does that impact teams that have what you call the great skill players or a lot of speed or good hands in the receiving corps? Does that impact them more than a grinded-out team, say?
I think one thing is we got to start with the week. This week has been absolutely rainy. I mean, it's cold, so these kids have not been on the field that much. So practicing in this type of weather is always an advantage of bigger, stronger teams that can grind it out. This little athletic team, I think the thing is here is that the weather being rainy a lot this week and cold, sometimes they don't particularly like being out in the cold. And, if it was warm, then I'd say this team, Bryan Station, has all the advantage. But right now, I think Oldham County has the advantage of just being a little bit bigger and grinding it out. I believe right now Oldham County does have the advantage.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about, be very specific about our keys to the game. You prepared some pregame for me. We'll get that graphic up and talk about what that is for each of the squads when we take a break, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching Glycod's coverage of Kentuckiana high school football.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
And welcome back here to Oldham County High School here in Buckner as the Colonels prepare to start their postseason pursuit against Bryan Station, a team they met earlier this season and defeated. And now they're going to have to do it again tonight. And let's talk about keys to the game. Let's start with Bryan Station. They're the traveling team. They're the team on the road. They've got to do a lot of things to get the win since they got to overcome a lot more. But there's some specific things they've got to get right.
Yeah, well, one thing that I was looking at the stats is Oldham County is throwing the ball, and secondary must be disciplined. They must be able to control that back there because they are going to throw the ball on them, and also control the clock with the running game. They have a lot of speed. The one thing that I'm worried about right now is we're watching the field and we're watching them warm up. We're not seeing a lot of size by these offensive linemen. So the thing is, I think the key is here is make sure that they get the proper blocks and stay with the blocks against Oldham County's defense, and also no turnovers. This must be an absolutely lucky on no turnovers because I believe they had some major fumbles last time they played against each other. But it's been a beautiful night. The field is fantastic. So I think tonight, control the ball.
Okay. Well, hopefully they will get that done. On the other side of the field, the Colonels have to do some things well as well, and one of those is spread the field.
Right. I think that's one of the things that Oldham County does really well is they're multiple formations. They're going to spread the field out. They're going to go ahead and make this defense, they have a lot of speed on that secondary, just like we talked about, but we're going to have open spaces. We're going to throw the ball where they're not. Also, the defense has to tighten up. They're very vulnerable on the outside. I know that one thing things that I've seen against Oldham County is they are very, off tackle. They seem to not be they're missing a gap. There seems to be a space missing or they're a misassignment. So I think Oldham County must be able to be controlling that defensive line. And again, no turnovers. I was expecting, because of the week, that this field might be a little muddy, but it's absolutely turned out to be beautiful. So again, luck, no injuries, and being able to capitalize also on special teams.
All right, well, our keys of the game tonight brought to you by the Vaughn Pettit Legal Group located in Pewee Valley. Vaughn Pettit offers 4 decades of experience in legal representation. For more information, you can visit them at vplegalgroup.com. Well, stand by. We'll be back in just a moment with starting lineups for both squads and some final thoughts before kickoff. About 10 minutes away. It's the way it says on the field, so we'll take that as the gospel. Stand by, folks. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here to Glycod's coverage of Kentuckiana high school football, primarily tonight Oldham County's high school football, but we are keeping an eye across the river as the Southern Indiana sectional finals are taking place. A couple of locations and teams that we followed closely. Providence and Triton Central are playing at Providence tonight, and Providence and Triton Central played to a 0-0 tie at the end of one. So those games started about a half an hour earlier than ours here tonight. Also, at Floyd Central hosting Jeffersonville, I believe, for a sectional title. And at the end of, or late into the first quarter, I believe it's 3-0 Floyd Central on top in that one. And we'll keep an eye on those games as well as games here in Kentucky and games of local interest, as they say. But the big interest tonight is Oldham County and Bryan Station, and that's who's out there. And I think we're hearing the cross-country team down the field right now being honored pregame tonight.
They are so good. Their coaching staff and these kids work so hard. My stepdaughter runs for South Oldham, and so she knows these girls really well. And I tell you, this team, the whole Oldham County cross-country program is fantastic.
Yeah.
Those coaches work those kids, and those kids stay together, and they do all kinds of things together. They're a family. Year in and year out. This staff is fantastic. Cross-country coaches are amazing.
All right. Well,
the kids are too, because, I mean, I watch them. Those girls run so hard. Very proud of them.
Wow. Well, any final thoughts before we show the lineups here? I don't have anything special. Let's just take a look at the teams here. For Bryan Station, we'll take a look at their offense. They're led by quarterback Tariq Mulder, number 5, Joseph Bond, and Amadeus Taylor, the big backs there. Taylor, primarily a wide receiver, but will carry the ball quite a bit tonight. Damon Green, Dadrian Taylor, the wideouts, along with Carl Munford. The front line, a rather small line, Josh Rowe, Keode Martin, Braden Ferguson, Jeremiah Letcher, and Tyler Graves. Your front 5 for the defender offense. Looking on the defensive side of things, a few different names, but a lot of guys going both ways, especially the big ones up front. George Tall, defensive end, Josh Rowe going both ways, Jeremiah Letcher as well. Giovanni Watson, the other defensive end. The linebackers, Quincy Johnson, Jamalachi Hudd, Devin Tall. Cornerbacks, Dennis Abway, Zeron Gentry, and then the safety spots, Bryson Fields and Damon Green, going both ways for the defenders. Switching over to the Colonels, their offense led by a sophomore, Sam Young. He's stepped into that role. Isn't it great to have a sophomore quarterback and have a good season like he's had this year?
He's had a terrific season. I mean, the senior quarterback that was getting ready to play went into the locker room to the coaches and says, you know what, I think basically here's the deal. I need to give up this position and give it to this young man. He really did. He stood up. He said, let me play defense. It's a national anthem right now.
Well, we're going to take a quick time out while they do this. Stand by, folks. We'll be back with our lineups right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net. Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
From Glycod, it's Oldham County High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. By Vaughn Pettit Legal Group for intelligent legal solutions. By Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Metro Windows. One call can replace your old rotted windows. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham County High School's football from Glycod.
And welcome to the field, Mike Beck and Gary Sator. Glad to be with you this evening as the Colonels take the field. And the home fans making some noise. A little sparse in the stands tonight. It's a little chilly out there. Folks will find their way into their seats eventually. I know they will.
Yeah, I think they're out there tailgating right now with those inside the car, keep them warm.
I would be too. And big game tonight. Bryan Station comes in, as we said, 3-7 on the season. The Colonels 6-4 at the end of the regular campaign, and now it's for all the marbles. Win or go home. And I know Oldham County really, I don't say they're confident, but I think they feel like this is a game that Yeah, they're playing at home. They won this earlier season matchup. They feel like this is their opportunity to make a statement, perhaps, that their time is now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that, the great advantage is they've already on film. And they got to grade the films. Both sides, coaches have graded the film. They know exactly what to do, how to fix. Now the thing is to capitalize on it. So now we know they're comfortable. This is the first time they've played against each other and during regular season. They've watched film. They've graded it. They've fixed the problems. Now the key is how to capitalize on it. One of the things that you were talking about is the other coach was talking about you can't fix speed. And I think that's the key factor for Bryan Station right now.
All right, time to kick it away, and here we go. Football going to be taken by one of the upbacks. I believe that was Parker Caudill.
Yeah, number 2.
And he'll bring it out across the 30, the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, and Oldham County starts off with the ball. We'll see how their offense gets on track tonight. The first handoff, first couple of hits sting a little bit in this cold, but, you quickly acclimate.
Yeah, that first hit, everybody is expecting that first good hit, and that's what's so good about this time of weather. You really want to go ahead and get that first hit out of the way, and then let's play the game.
Oldham County starts in a shotgun. Sam Young, their sophomore quarterback, back, puts Caudill in motion. Empty backfield, and he's going to roll to his right, puts it in the air, and right through the hands of Tyler Holvey, who was open but couldn't make the catch.
Yeah, nice little sprint out, and all of a sudden, just like a nice comeback hitch, what happened was he looked away before he caught the ball. That's a whole key right there. The secondary's playing a little soft. They put in a nice little hitch route. That should have been a nice little 9-yard catch.
Holvey, quite the receiver this season, but couldn't quite make that connection. Now they'll go back to the quarterback under center. Move Caudill around to the other side. And a handoff. Right side, 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice job. I think number 42, the defensive end, tight end didn't be able to block him out. It was just like a nice little outside zone read at the tight end. And if the tight end would have kept on blocking number 42, I think they would have had a nice little hole. But the good job by the defensive end right there, being able to scrape off the block and being able to make the tackle.
Juan Tapia, the carry, and the senior. We'll call his number quite a bit tonight. We suspect number 21. This time Young back in the shotgun, puts a man in motion. Have to perhaps think pass, and that's what looks like we're going to get. As Young rolls out to his left, puts it in the air. Perfect pass to Caudill, who breaks into the open, but a hand tackle gets him down.
Yeah, that was a nice sprint out. And again, it's a flood route. It's a 3-level read. You're going to go ahead and throw where they're not. Again, we talked about the defense being able to have to spread and have to defend the whole field. And that's the thing about what's good about Oldham County in this flood route. It's a high, middle, low route. And they went ahead and picked a nice little middle route off that drag.
1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line of Bryan Station. Oldham County on the move. Young back in the shotgun with 2 backs, and handoff this time to Tapia. Goes left side and dives ahead. He'll pick up about 5. Nice carry on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 5. You like to get those 1st and 5 or 2nd and 5 situations as opposed to 2nd and 9.
Oh, every time. I think that was a nice, good. It's just an outside lead zone, just capturing the corner and being able to get as much as you can on the outside. I'd rather start 2nd and 5 every time.
Every time. Bryce Roche brings into play to the quarterback. Caudill goes to the sidelines for a breather. Young goes up under center, and here's a handoff, a little stretch play to the right side perhaps, across the 35 down to the 34, maybe the 33 when they finally put him down on the ground, and that'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, same exact play. It was an off tackle. Right now, the tight end and number 42 are going to battle. And, again, 42 is winning that nice little block. So it's 3rd down and what, 2?
3rd down and 2, maybe 3. It's right in that gray zone. But a makeable 3rd down. Quarterback waits for the snap, handoff. Starts one way, goes back the other. Wilson Tinnell. And did he get enough for the 1st down? Depends on the spot.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a little shy. I think the marker's already about a 1 yard shy. That was just a nice little – it was an inside zone. It looked like I was going to go ahead and run a zone right, and he stuttered and came back in a counter. But it was a design play to go to the backside.
They're going to be about 4th and a yard and a half based on where the ball's sitting here. Big 4-down first opportunity of that tonight. Young going to drop back and look to the air. No, he pulls it down. He'll pick it up on the ground. How much more he gets is up to him. And he'll stop and finally get taken or stopped. But they say he was inbounds to keep the clock running.
Yeah, that's just a really good option for this quarterback because he is tough. He likes to run the ball. So go ahead. I mean, that was a really good call to be able to do. I'm going to go ahead and look what's open. And if it's nothing was there, he's going to take it and run. His kid's tough. I like the way he runs the ball and throws it.
1st and 10, ball inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the first opening drive tonight from Oldham County, methodically moving down the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're picking on the left side a little bit more than they can on the right side.
Caudell, the single back. Young, he goes out as a receiver. Direct snap to Caudell. He takes it to the right. Plays off the block and down at the 20-yard line for a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Little wildcat action right there where they take the quarterback and move him out. The thing is that kid can probably catch the ball really well too.
Well, you are in Kentucky, so wildcats are allowed here.
Exactly.
This is Wildcat country.
This is Wildcat.
2nd down and 6. Ball on the 20-yard line. Right at the edge of the red zone here. Oldham County's first drive of the night. They've already chewed up 4.5 minutes of the quarter. Bryan Station yet to touch the ball. Caudell in motion. Young. Straight handoff to Tapia. Tries to cut back. Good pursuit from the Bryan Station defense.
Yeah, they're setting up what they're doing is the outside zone. But I think what now Coach Fox is getting ready to run is what they call a bootleg off of that zone. I think he's running it enough that you're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and the quarterback's going to keep it, and then they're going to bootleg it. I think they're setting this up.
Setting up the over pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
3rd down and 5, just a yard on that carry for Tapia. Under the 7-minute mark now here in the first quarter. No score. Colonels and defenders fake the handoff. There's the bootleg. He's got some room. He'll pick it up on the ground and more. He's going to pick up a touchdown and goes out of bounds right at the goal line. He was hit kind of awkwardly on his ankle. He got up okay, but the one that put the pop on him, he's still down on the sidelines. I think he caught his helmet on his leg, and he got the worst of it.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good right now. He's, you could tell maybe shoulder
or a head injury. We don't know, and it doesn't. I hope it's not too serious, and it perhaps won't be. But we'll go ahead and take a quick break as they attend to him. Stand by. We'll be back with the extra point attempt right after this on Glycod.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? BEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here to the action as the player for Bryan Station was Bryson Fields, number 2, defensive back, came up to make that stop at the goal line. First got up extremely unsteady on his feet. They're going to try to get him off the field now, and there he goes to make the effort to get across the end zone. And some applause for him as he heads to the sidelines. I suspect he is done for the evening. Anytime you see a young man with a head injury like that or has that wobble, that usually is a sign of perhaps a concussion. We're not doctors, but I know that's the concern.
That's the number one thing you do as a coach. You want to safety for your players. He is definitely sitting out the rest of the night.
Yeah, and that's the right choice every time. So,
yeah, we were watching him as he was trying to stand up the first time. He was so wobbly, and they were holding him up. And then finally they just let him go ahead and lay back down, and he barely made it to the sidelines right here.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not even certain where he's at this point, and they'll take him over to the sidelines, attend to him, and hopefully he'll get the care that he needs. I'm sure he will. KHSAA is made that a major priority. Extra point is up and good. Khalid Al-Assad, his first year playing football, came over from the soccer team, the kicker, and puts it through the upright. 7-0 the score. Colonels strike first. They take 5.5 minutes, basically, the first quarter, march down the field and punch it in. What did you see on that first drive that you liked?
I like the idea of mixing it up. I think the thing is the quarterback is not afraid to tuck it and run it. So, the secondary was going ahead and playing deep. He didn't see anything, and the offensive line was being able to control that defensive line where he was able to break it. I think now the defense is in trouble. When you have a quarterback that can actually be patient, and then all of a sudden when he sees the opening to take off and run, now you've got to make some adjustments. I really like what I saw. Now, I did like to see some of the defensive line play by Bryan Station. That nose guard, it might be small, but he's very quick.
All right, well, we're going to see Khalid Al-Assad put his foot into it here to get it underway, the kickoff. He's going to approach it more like an extra point, just a couple of steps, and not much of a deep kick, but fair caught right about the 29-yard line, and that's be 1st and 10. Bryan Station will see them and their offense get on track here, see what they can do.
The one thing that concerns me about Bryan Station already, during warm-ups, I only saw one quarterback warm-up, the starter.
Well, that's Tariq Mulder. I hope they have someone else on their roster that can guide the team.
I'm sure they do, but that was just – I didn't see anybody else backing up or warming up their arms.
That's a little unusual, isn't it?
It is.
You're either confident or you are playing with a slim hand. 1st and 10, ball at the 29-yard line. Mulder back in the shotgun and hands off straight ahead. And a nice run out, almost 10-yard gain. It'll be 1st down on the carry.
Nice inside zone play. The offensive line was very good at taking on the double teams and then scraping up to the linebackers. This is one of the things that Oldham County's got to be able to put an extra person in that box. If not, they're going to run on them all night long.
Joseph Bond with a carry, picks up 11. It's 1st and 10, ball on the 40-yard line. And Bryan Station not without the potential to put some points on the board. They're going to go back the same play. Bond again. This time a different result, about half a yard, no more.
I think you're going to see right here, this is the zone read. The quarterback, if he sees that backside end, going ahead and take on the zone, the quarterback's going to keep it. It looked like I thought he was going to keep it that time, so I'm sure you're going to see that on this drive.
Picked up a yard officially. It'll be 2nd down and 9, ball at the 41. Mulder breaks the offense out of the huddle. Bond, the single tailback. 4 wideouts. Very spread formation for the offense. And this time he's going to look to the air, downfield, and it's picked off. But he was down at the catch, and that turnover was caught by Hunter Centel.
That's a nice read. The quarterback basically, he looks where he's going to throw to.
Yeah.
And they were warming up this play particularly, and so they're trying to do kind of like a flood, kind of like I'm going to sit in the zone, and the secondary was there to just take it away. That was a nice job by Oldham County.
Centel gets the interception. He had his knee down when he made the catch, so no yards after the fact. Ball at the 43-yard line in Oldham County. Right back at the 5:11 mark here in the first quarter, already up 7-0. Caudell in motion, and Young back in the shotgun. Tapia goes out to his right. Pass this time. Holvey catches it this time for a nice gain.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of times I thought they were going to bring in an extra person, Bryan Station, on a blitz. There was no safety on that time. If Coach Fox sees that, he's going to go ahead and throw it deep next time.
Go over the top.
Go over the top.
Ball down to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Nice 6-yard pass. Young comes all the way over to Coach Fox on the sideline and gets the play. He'll jog it back out there.
Same thing, and now there's no safety right here. This is where I'm expecting some kind of switch route or vertical.
Straight man-to-man, it appears. And Holvey's got it. And he's going to get very close, but not quite to the end zone, down at about the 2-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal, and you called it. Stretch it, throw it out there, and see if he can break free.
That's just a common sense right there. If you're not going to go have any safety up there, I'm going to go ahead and throw it deep on you. I'm going to go ahead and one of you is going to break it. And it was a nice job right here. Now, this is where we're going to see a little bit of what can we do on with 2 yards, a little bit of iron football here. I've seen them doing some power eye out of this. I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
Good old-fashioned wham.
Good old-fashioned wham.
People are going, what's that? Well, that's when you line 2 kids up and just run them straight after each other.
Nope.
Not quite to the end zone. Picked up a yard. Tapia not able to get across the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1 this time.
That's
line it up quickly.
Yeah, lead outside zone. Looks like they're getting ready to try to run it again. 2 tight end set.
Similar play. Same play. Tapia this time comes up to the 1-foot line. I just made that up. I think it's out there. It's close, but not quite.
Yeah, I think the thing is that that outside linebacker right there does a really good job of taking on that block from that tight end.
3rd and inches. About a ball length away from the end zone. Again, the tip of that ball, all it has to do is cross the plane of the goal line, and it's considered a touchdown.
I think a quarterback sneak right here.
You're reading my mind. I formation, and Bryce Roche just pushes the quarterback into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Young. And that one, I think they were just decided, let's just power it in.
Let's just get it in the end zone. That worried me a little bit. He stood up kind of a little high on that. Didn't know if he was going to be able to get that in, but that kid is tough. He's not afraid to run the ball.
Well, it doesn't hurt when you got big Bryce Roche pushing you from behind.
Yeah.
It's like the little engine that got a little locomotive help. Al-Assad in for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it looks true, and it is true. 2:40 mark in the first quarter, and the Colonels have extended their lead 14-0 over Bryan Station. The interception cost them 7. And they can ill afford that. We talked about that before the game. It had to be clean, and that's certainly not clean.
Yeah, when you're down 14-0, now the thing is like you got to tell your Bryan Station's offense, don't panic. Don't try to do something and score on the first play. Be patient. We can control the ball. It's only down 14-0. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds, only in the first quarter. Control yourself. Don't panic. Don't try to make any mistakes.
They were moving the ball before the interception, so on the ground, I think they have some positive opportunities here if they will stick with it and continue to run their offense. I know a lot of times teams and sometimes even coaches start to change things when they get behind. I don't say they panic, but they lose a little bit of the nerve, perhaps.
Yeah, I definitely like what they were doing with that zone, and then I think that read by the quarterback, I think he's going to pull it. If they're only going to have 5 people on the defense, 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers, you've got 5 offensive linemen. So that means that you're going to go ahead and block all 5 of the – leave that defensive end alone. Oh, onside.
Onside kick, and Al-Assad almost got it himself. Kicked it, went 10 yards, but couldn't quite make the cover. I saw him out in the pregame before the other team actually even arrived. He was doing that all by himself, and he did it almost to perfection. I almost thought he had that one, but wasn't quite able to get to it. Nice attempt there that time by Al-Assad. Was that a coached play?
Oh, yes.
Or did he have the green light to try it whenever he wanted?
Oh, I think that was basically Coach Fox wanted to call that. That would have been
a huge blow.
Yes.
1st and 10 on the 49. Bond, he gets stopped in the backfield. No, that's not Bond. It is 26.
Yeah, that was a good job. They brought a little bit extra on the outside. They put a lot of pressure on that, and they got him back in the backfield before he could even get a chance to even get to the line of scrimmage.
They'll put the ball back down at the 49. It'll be 2nd and 10. Bryce Roche quickly in the backfield to make the stop, and break his forward motion. Joseph Bond rushed for over 800 yards this season. Not a bad tailback on 120 some odd carries, if I'm not incorrect. Mulder going to drop straight back and look downfield. Nice arm, but overthrew the receiver and incomplete.
Yeah, that was just a straight, nice vertical stretch play. He had time to throw it. If they would have connected, I think they would have actually, could have gone the distance.
Could have been 7. He had step on the defender, but pass was overthrown, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that's the whole key right here is this, you're playing games. How many am I going to put in the defensive box or I'm going to play secondary? Am I playing cover 2 right now? That's what I'm seeing. And that trips. That's one thing I usually don't see is a cover 2 out of trips. I would see that advantage as an offensive coach.
Bond goes to the left. He's got some room to run, but can't quite get to where he needs to be. He'll get all the way to the 45-yard line before he is finally stopped, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 4 situation. Is this 4-down territory for Bryan Station?
It depends right now. As a coach, is he feeling panic? Is he going to go ahead and go for it? Looks like he's going to go ahead and try it. I personally would go ahead and punt it and keep it deep.
Hopefully your defense can make a stop.
Right. Now, that outside zone is working for him great.
The down and distance here plays well to try to go up there and perhaps fake a play. See if you can get somebody to jump, because if you get a 5-yard penalty, it is a 1st down.
Exactly.
So that is in play here as well. Big 4th down play here. Will they go for it? Mulder, and they are. He's going to drop back, puts it in the air, and sure-handed receiver has it.
That's a nice job. Again, he threw it in the middle of the field. In that cover 2, you're vulnerable right in the middle, and that's where he did. He set it and split the secondary, and he threw it right where he needed to be, right in the spot in between them.
Damon Green on the reception. He'll pick up the 1st down, ball down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. And Bryan Station kept that live a drive. Gutsy call, but a nice pass from Mulder to Green. And back this time, handoff. Bond goes to the right. Not that time.
Nice little inside zone to the right. We got somebody getting up a little slow here.
Matthew Bruner, the first one to him, got his hands around the legs. Parker Cottle on the stop on that pass play last time, trying to shout out as many players as we can. We've got is this an injury timeout?
I believe so. His knees, I think he's grabbing his knee.
Okay. Well, we got a player down. While they attend to him, we will take a moment, take a break. Stand by, folks. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here to the Oldham County High School as they attend to the player on the field, and we think that is the running back Joseph Bond. I can't confirm that with great certainty, but that appears to be who the injured player is.
He's getting up. That's that knee.
It's a left knee. And
52?
It's 52 is the
So it's an offensive lineman.
Well, they can ill afford that. That's Quavion Perkins, 52. And he is not able to put any weight on that left leg.
No.
And they're going to.
Yeah, that was one of the things, when it's playoff time, you have to be lucky with trying to be injury-free. And, again, their depth chart on offensive line and defensive line play is very limited.
Yeah.
So that's not good for Bryan Station. I just hope he's going to be fine. He's putting a little pressure as he's walking off.
And again, people sometimes see that, and I know as a parent and as a fan, a spectator, you ask these questions, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. So we'll stop our speculating. We'll do that when we come back, right after this on Glycod. Stand by.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
What if I told you that one group had relationships that ran the media gamut and could cross-promote your business accordingly? For a creative, solutions-driven approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here as the play gets underway. Joseph Bond breaks free, and he's going to scamper into the end zone for a touchdown. No, they say he was down a yard short. Scores coming in here. South Oldham leading Atherton 7-0, 3:27 to go in the first. Across the river, Triton Central Providence almost at halftime, 0-0 the score of that one. And at Floyd Central, Jeffersonville trails Floyd 10-0 with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Here it is 14-0, but Bryan Station trying to change that, and maybe on this play. Quarterback in the pistol, couple of backs back there with him. Bond gets it, and Bond gets into the end zone for a touchdown. 14-6. Bryan Station finds pay dirt.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you have a 50 front. You're not reducing it down to a bare look. You're going to go ahead and be vulnerable for the inside zone play or the inside ISO play. You know, just lead it in there, the quarterback. You know, you have the fullback block onto a linebacker, and you just walk in.
Extra point attempt forthcoming here. James Robinson attempt the kick here. The holder is the quarterback, Tariq Mulder. High snap, but they get it down.
Oh,
and it looks like it was partially blocked by who was that flying across there? Number 11.
Number 11.
Carson Deckard comes flying through. Carson Deckard's a senior. And he interrupts the path of that ball just enough. It comes up short, 14-6. The score remains. Big extra point miss, and that may come into play later on. Those extra points can be killer.
That's big time right there. I know that, you know, we always, when I was under Coach Gibson at Fern Creek, it was emphasized always the extra point has to be made.
Oldham County gives up a touchdown. Bryan Station found a way to get the ball downfield, and a little surprised the ease with which they did that. If Oldham County has a weakness, apparently it's on their run defense.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you're not going to adjust, he stays in the same defense pretty much the entire time. You're not mixing it. You're not mixing it up. The reduced bear front, where you take the defensive tackles instead of lining them up over the guard. I mean, over the tackles. You put them over the guards, and you reduce and cover up all linemen, taking the defensive ends over the tackles. Now you free up your linebackers to be able to do what you want to do.
And here's the kick, up in the air. End over end, taken by Wilson Tinnell.
Nice job.
And out across the 35 to the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Oldham County as the Colonels will try to come up with an answer here early in the second quarter. 14-6 the score. And we'll see what they can do with it this time. I like their quarterback, Sam Young, just a sophomore, and anytime as a coach and you got a kid in your program that starts as a sophomore, that's got to give you some confidence to build around as you look toward the future.
Oh, they were so high on him as a freshman. They really liked it. He put the extra time in during the summertime to learn the offense.
Misdirection. Caudill breaks one and finally goes out of bounds. But a nice run. Well-designed play.
Yeah, this is the thing about it is that the running back looks like he's going to run to the zone right. Stutter steps, gives the lineman a chance, the time to go ahead and pick up that flow and be able to kick out and be able to come back on that backside. That's what you want to do. Is you want to get the linebackers to go ahead and commit to the zone run And once they make that, the offensive linemen are capitalizing and sealing them off, and it was a nice counter run.
Amadeus Taylor finally was able to push him out of bounds, but a huge gain. And it's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 34 of Bryan Station. That's how you flip the field. Young hands off to Cottle again. This time he goes straight ahead and inside the 30 to the 28, where it'll be 2nd down.
Nice inside zone play. Just a nice quick hitter. You know, you're going to take advantage of inside gaps. You're going to go ahead and do it. Hit it quick and hit it fast.
2nd down and 4. Ball at the 28-yard line, and Oldham County wasting no time to try to push it down the field and extend that lead once again to a 2-score lead.
Again, no safeties.
Unusual look on the defense. Young.
It's a nice little screen.
Nails the receiver. That's Gabe Vance, 6'2" senior. Sure-handed on that play inside the 21 to the 20-yard line, and it's enough for a 1st down to move the chains. They're in the red zone now. 1st and 10, Oldham County, using a lot of different weapons tonight.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it is they're using a system. They, coaches came from Trinity, so they were able to go ahead and capitalize. They're not using all of Trinity's playbook, of course, but they are being able to capitalize exactly kind of the philosophy of what Trinity did. Throw the ball, run the screens, run the verticals. They're doing a great job of teaching the kids this playbook.
Man in motion is Vance. Delayed handoff to Caudill, who picks his seam and uses the whole length of the field to get down to the 11-yard line. He'll be 1 yard short of the 1st.
It's a nice little counter trade play. Again, it's counters. You're looking one way, lineman blocked down, guard pulls, kicks out, and put another one through the hole to get to the linebacker, which gives time for the time to play. Look like I'm going to go one way, and then I go the other direction. Nice job inside. This is what they call a counter trade play.
2nd and 1. Young. Delayed step. Caudill going to have to do this on his own if he can. Not quite enough, I believe, for the 1st down. Back to the original line of scrimmage it is. It'll be 3rd and 1.
They tried to counter trade again. They tried to pull both the right guard and tackle. To pull, they did a good job, Bryan Station, of shutting it down, and there was nowhere to go. That was just doing everything he could for an effort to just get positive yards.
3rd and 1. Got out of bounds, so the clock stops at the 9:17 mark, 9:16 mark here. We'll see what they call here. Caudill, the single tailback.
I see a nice quarterback sneak, or number 2 is really deep.
Small nose tackle, but they don't try that. Caudill goes to his left, and he doesn't get it. Good defensive stop that time. And a little bit of love, extracurricular love there. Amadeus Taylor comes in and makes a big stop.
Yeah, it's one thing that I think when that running back, the tailback is so deep. When you need short yardage, you really don't need to be that far to let the offensive defensive line kind of play against each other.
Yeah, to find you.
Right. Excuse me. You had to go ahead and capitalize. Go ahead and quick hitter. The offensive line can block that hole for a quick second, open it up, hit that hole and go. But when that tailback's that deep, you're giving the defense all advantage to be able to close those gaps.
Bryan Station thinks they want to look this one over a little bit longer. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be back with more right after this on Glycol.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here to the action. 4th and 1, ball at the 11-yard line. They need to get to the 10 to move the chains. Young, and he's going to get it on the snap count.
Well, you called it earlier. You said you want to go ahead and get Oldham County to jump.
Yeah.
But now you got Oldham County, you got Bryan Station to jump.
You know, and that happens when you have a whole series of snaps, play after play after play, and everybody's going on first beat or on a certain feel, and the defense feels it too.
Yes.
And then you just have to have your offense to have that much restraint not to go and see if the yellow guys in yellow will jump.
That's a defensive lineman's coach nightmare right now because he goes over it all the time. Watch the ball, don't listen, watch the ball. And they jumped, and boy, they got a nice freebie out of that.
First and goal, ball at the 6.
There's counter trade.
And Parker Caudill will mosey on in for the touchdown. 20-6, back to a 14-point lead. See if they can make it 15 here.
This is, again, counter trade, very nice play. Everybody blocks down on the right side. The left side pulls. The first guard kicks out the defensive end, and the tackle pulls up into the hole to get to the linebacker. The tailback had time. He read it. Instead of bouncing it outside, he went back inside. It was a beautiful hole. Nice job. 6 points.
Khalid Al-Assad in for the extra point. Nice snap. Good hold. And the kick is good as well. 21-6. And one thing I noticed here, if I'm not mistaken, have we seen a yellow flag in this game so far?
I don't think so.
I think we're penalty free here at the 9:08 mark in the second quarter, and that for this season is unheard of.
Yeah, this is a good crew. I wonder where the crew's from, because you don't get they spread out, they travel, the officials, and they're doing a really good job of letting the team play. But I think you jinxed them. I'll bet.
Well, yeah. Once you mention it.
Yeah, I think you did something there.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just so shocked. I
Yeah,
can't
I am
think we've
too.
gone in a single quarter this season without a penalty, much less a quarter and a third.
Yeah.
Quarter and a quarter.
Now, will they go onside again? I don't think so. I think it's going to try to go ahead and kick it shallow again. There's some vulnerable spots right here. You can see between the 50 and the 30.
Yeah, you could just little pooch it right in there.
I think that's where they saw on film or something that they liked to do, bringing them up.
Al-Assad. There it is. Little pooch to the left this time. Taken by one of the upbacks. And the problem with that is now you got the kicker to try to make the stop, and he doesn't get it done.
You over penetrate. You overflow that. You got to be able to tell the defense, the kickoff team, to stay under control. Don't overrun the play. And that young man did a nice job at controlling the ball, and he ran north and south on that one.
Jaden Commodore took the kick, went down inside the 30-yard, and sets up his Bryan Station defenders in a good spot here. 1st and 10, ball on the 28-yard line. That's not exactly how Coach Fox was hoping that play would end up.
Special teams right here. You got to be able to get a better job at teaching. Now it looks like they're reducing down a little bit on the front.
Mulder hands
a
off
hold.
to Bond. High tackle, and that's going to give up extra yards when you can't get him around the legs.
No. There was a nice little hold. I'm surprised you didn't. Line judge didn't see that. The left tackle did a nice job of holding that defensive end, wrapping around him. But nice job by Bryan Station.
He needed 10. He got just enough. It'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line, and Bryan Station trying to answer. Makes that interception all that much more damaging. Bond again. Nothing doing this time. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be all.
Yeah, again, it's that zone, inside zone play. Just inside zone. And, you're going to capitalize. You're going to hit it. I really see that quarterback holding on to the ball here real soon with it.
Kobe Thomas dives in there, gets in the backfield, gets his hands around the running back, and breaks up that play. In the early stages, that seems to be the best thing that's working for them, because once the runner gets a few steps north and south, he's able to make a run.
Here's that ISO play probably.
Bond again goes to the left side, picks up a few, down to about the 15. He'll pick up 3. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that two-back shotgun, the fullback leads. It's just a nice little inside ISO play. I'm still I'm watching that quarterback. I guarantee you he's going to be holding on to the ball real soon.
Mulder's slender build, but he looks like he can sprint when he needs to.
Yeah, he's got some athletic. I mean, they're athletic. There's no doubt about that.
Clock closing in on 7 minutes to go in the half. Mulder back in the shotgun. Bond the single setback. Fakes the handoff and puts it in the air, this time incomplete.
Nice little slant route. If it would have completed, that would have been a pretty good position for him. Safety came up and destroyed it. Messed it up.
Wilson Tennell on the stop helped break it up, but it was a catchable pass. That'll bring up 4th and 7 on the 15-yard line, and they're going to try for a field goal at this point.
Let's see where number 11 is. See if we can get it again. Oh.
Kick is up, and it's good.
Nice job.
3-yard field goal, or 32, kick the field goal, and it's 3 points. 21-9 is your score. I believe that was Kingaruka Promes.
I think bottom line is that special teams by Oldham County has got to do a better job on their kickoff team. If they can keep them deep and control and don't give them really good field position, that's where Bryan Station is capitalized. Great field position on both times that the kickoff team by Oldham County has let them have.
Yep.
Make Bryan Station earn that whole 80, because if you kick it down to the 20-yard line, you got 80 yards.
Right.
They're giving them such great field position that they can score quicker. Got some more updates right here.
Okay, let's take a look at the scoreboard here as things are coming in. Still 7-0. South Oldham over Atherton. GRC over Madison Central, 21-8. The end of the first quarter. So no other changes on the scores as far as we can tell. And a squib kick will be taken by the up back. That is Clay Franklin. Breaks out of one tackle. And he's still on his feet. It isn't a thing of beauty, but he gets it out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Colonels.
But he kept his feet underneath him. I think he could have gone a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
Some of those up backs, they don't get too many opportunities, so when they get it, they just love to run.
Yeah. Great positive yardage, nice field position to set. Let's see what Oldham County can do with 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
A methodical drive here. March it down, put it in the end zone, and you go into the locker room at a good spot. This is where you don't want to make mistakes. No penalties, no turnovers. Fake the handoff. Caudill, nice run. He delivers a blow.
He put his head down and went ahead and met that linebacker, didn't he? Or that's
He sure did.
Nice job. They're really working those counters. They're trying to go ahead and take advantage of some of the defensive line that's over-penetrating and trapping them. And they're creating nice holes. Again, there's that 2nd and 5. Nice job.
5-yard gain, and the ball comes out to the 47-yard line. Oldham County going to try another methodical drive. They've done a pretty good job of that tonight. Young under center this time. Caudill way deep. About 7 yards off the ball.
Outside zone.
Picks up another yard, but that's it. It'll be 3rd and 4 out to the 48.
Okay, now I guess this is where I'm going to be calling that boot again. It's 3rd and 4. They're going to run that, fake that outside zone again, and go ahead and quarterback's going to go ahead and run a boot to the wide side of the field. That's what I'm predicting on this one.
We'll see if they can pull that off. Now their nose tackle is 33, and you know what? I've been given several Bryan Station rosters, and not a single one has a 33 on it. So
Yeah.
we try, folks. We really do.
Oh, no, they're in shotgun.
Interesting call here. Caudill goes up to the slot, or the wing, and the pass is right there, but can't be pulled in. Grayson Huff was the target.
First punt team, first time to come on out here.
Huff comes up a little gimp. At least he looks like he's got a wing injury.
Again, there's that sprint out. They really are. That's what they work on. They love that sprint out passing game, trying to get different levels of field, see who's open. Just didn't capitalize it. Great job of Bryan Station on their secondary.
Brings up a 4th and 4, and the punter comes out, Thomas Dempley.
Mm-hmm. It's a fine young man.
Damon Green deep to return for Bryan Station, and this is another place where his speed can be dangerous.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness, a fake. Parker Cottle. Can he get to the corner? Will he get enough for the first down? It looks like he's a bit short.
Well, it looks like the officials spotting it where they're going to get that first. I don't know. Oh, no. The second time now. I don't know. I can't see where the ball is. Nope. The way the spot is that they're not going to get it.
No, they're going to be about half a yard short. And a turnover on downs. Nice call, at least trying to do something a little bit unexpected there, Coach Fox. Bryan Station gives up 3.5, but not the 4.
Right. This is where, it's just like you're doing everything you can to go ahead and capitalize and put the nail in the coffin, but Bryan Station keeps on capitalizing off of their special teams mistakes.
And you give Bryan Station, again, the short field. Starts at the 49-yard line. They only have to go 51 yards to score again. And they've shown they can do that tonight. So this is going to be a little bit more of a battle tonight for Oldham than I think what they would have hoped for. Bond again, the handoff. He'll get to the midfield mark, and before he's run backwards, forward progress, I think, puts him at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just another, again, inside zone play. Oldham County's showing strength away from where the tailback is, and all of a sudden they're coming back. I think that's the whole key, is that they're showing strength away from where the tailback is, and then all of a sudden they're trying to bend back, but the defense is right there and creating a slant and catching them in the backfield. I mean, it's just a great job of the defense here.
They gave him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not much that time. He'll get a couple more. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 47-yard line of Oldham County.
Yeah, they're probably going to be looking again for that cover 2 look and hit them right in the middle where the 2 safeties are not going to be.
Just about 4 minutes to go in the half as the clock continues to run down. 21-9 is the score. Oldham County on top in this one. They won the earlier season matchup. They're 6-4 on the season. Bryan Station, not the stellar year, only 3-7 on their campaign, but they've got a little fight in them, and they certainly have some athletes on their team. See what they can do here. 3rd and 6, and a timeout taken. Bryan Station wants to talk it over. They talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll be back right after this on Glycod. Stand by. We'll be right here.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Back to the action here. Mike Beck, Gary Satori, glad to be with you at Oldham County High School in Buckner tonight as the Bryan Station team comes all the way in from Lexington tonight. First round matchup, 21-9 your score. Big 3rd and 6 here. Mulder going to put it in the air. Has a receiver and makes the connection and goes out of bounds. Again, out at about the 26-yard line.
Just a nice little fade route. Secondary was just wanting to watch, kind of trailing. Nice job, but just nice pitch and catch. Just threw it right over top of the secondary. And
Damon Green, a very capable receiver and made a nice catch on that play. 1st and 10, ball at the 26.
Nothing right there. Again, nice slow play. Bounce it outside, but the defense was there to be able to pick it up.
That was Amadeus Taylor on the carry. First time he's been in the backfield. Wonder if that is a strategy or if Mr. Bond needs a breather.
Well, you know, when you got that much talent and you got a lot of athletics, I guess you can go ahead and be able to put enough people in the backfield.
Give everybody some touches.
Yep.
Joseph Bond back there in the backfield along with Taylor. After a 4-yard gain, it's 2nd and 6. This time Bond gets it again. And down close to the 20-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, they're just basically just going ahead and just run that inside zone and like an ISO play. They're just trying to go ahead and get in that B gap, trying to create, you know, good run. Secondary is there to clean it up, and then bringing that outside linebacker down flat to be able to chase.
3rd and 4. Mulder back in the shotgun. 2 backs on either side. They'll stay in to block. He's going to throw it down into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And he says there it's good. Damon Green, 20-yard touchdown pass from Mulder.
Yeah, went right back to the same play. Identical, same play. We're going to go ahead and throw it deep. When one-on-one, I think my receiver is better than your secondary. The safety was not up enough to be able to help out. He played too tight. And again, you know, that secondary safety should have been there to be able to help out, but he was too late.
21-15, the extra point. Big opportunity here for Bryan Station. Snap and the hold.
Oh.
And the kick is good too. And just like that, it is 21-16, 5-point ball game. Oldham County on top, but Bryan Station is tenacious with nothing else. There's a point that comes in a game like this, and you've probably coached in many of these, where a team that's an underdog has been beaten in the season, probably has nothing to lose, and they hang around and they hang around and they keep it close, and all of a sudden they start believing they may actually can win this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, it's just like, you know, this is where you want to be able to control during the week. Oldham County beat them pretty good. And if you don't get control and say, look, you know, they're great, we got to be able to come out here and play our best of our game. Sometimes, you know, we beat them real bad, we can beat them again, that kind of attitude. And then all of a sudden now, again, what you just said was right. They're ready to go, they're excited to play, and now you got your one heck of a football game.
Great cover on the kickoff team. Not much of a return as the up man, Clay Franklin, gets the ball again on a squib kick, and he'll pick up maybe a yard or two, nothing more than that. 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line, where Oldham County will get it with about 2 minutes and a few seconds here in the half.
This is where psychology comes in. You're dealing with teenagers. You know, oh, I've already beat them. We're already beat them. We're already looking at the second round. We're already looking at the second round. This is where you capitalize and make mistakes, and this is where we're in 21-16 right now.
I think this is the genius of this new system. As Young takes the snap, rolls to his left. Nice pass just across midfield.
Nice sprint out and drag across the field. Again, you're going to find the open spot.
Carson Deckard gets the pass to the 48-yard line of Bryan Station. Clock continues to move. 1st and 10.
You're going to see a 2-minute offense right here now. Probably just go ahead and run everything on the wristbands.
Young rolls one way. Caudill goes back the other. Nice downfield block by Holvey. And Caudill's going to get run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. But a great play call that time.
That was a nice counter draw. You know, I'm going to go sprint out. I'm going to sprint out. I'm going to go ahead. Offensive line are looking like they're pass blocking. And then all of a sudden, tailback comes back on a counter. That's a counter draw. Really nice job by OC here.
If it wasn't for Damon Green and his speed, Parker Caudill would have made it to the end zone, but Green pushes him out at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Oldham County quickly down the field. It's taken less than a minute to get into this 1st and goal situation from the 6. Caudill, the tailback.
Got an unbalanced line here.
7 yards off the ball. Gets the handle. Inside the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Oldham County went ahead and went unbalanced line. They put an extra tackle for the tight end spot over to the right side. They're saying, come on, we're going to go ahead and overload it. We're going to go ahead and run to that side.
Let's put all our big ones out there, see if yours can stop ours. It's basically a power play.
Yeah, they put the tight end on the left side as the left tackle, and they moved the left tackle over to the right side to make it an overload look.
Couple of new faces come in from the sidelines. One of them, Isaac Starr, number 34, the sophomore. And
looks like we got
a whistle. Timeout taken by Oldham County. With the clock down to 54 seconds to go, they want to talk this one over. We've used up all our breaks here before halftime, so we'll stay with this one. Any surprises so far in what we've seen here?
Well, the thing is that special teams, you've got to win. There's 3 parts to this game. Offense, defense is what most coaches work on, but I tell you what, right now, special teams, OC has tried to maybe surprise them, and Bryan Station has capitalized on every opportunity that OC's tried to do. 2 short kickoff or fake onside kick, a short kickoff that didn't work very good because they over-pursued it.
Right.
Then all of a sudden the fake punt. Every time Bryan Station has capitalized on this and put them in a good position to be able to put 16 points on the field.
So what you're saying is in the kicking game, kick it deep.
I would. I know they're afraid of their speed and everything, but I think
understand.
the thing is that, I've got to play smarter. I've got to go ahead and now be better on my special teams.
2nd and goal from the 3. Young. Little counter play. Caudill breaks through 1 tackle. It's going to come up short.
A little bit of a counter tray again. They've been pounded it that way, but they had a penetration by the defensive lineman, and he got him in the backfield. Looks like we got 38-second sets, and you're on a 1-yard line.
3rd and goal from the 1. Jamalachi Hudd on the stop that time. Clock 25 seconds. And quarterback Sam Young says, heck with this. I'll just do it myself.
Quarterback sneak, nice job.
Good call.
Yep.
Touchdown at the 20-second mark.
Coach Fox is calling for 2.
And we'll see what they've got here in their bag of tricks for the 2-point conversion. What would you do as a coach here for 2-point conversion, 20 seconds in the half?
I like that bootleg they do. They do a nice job of faking the zone, coming back out, and being able to play action off of this. This is what I think I like from what I see from what Oldham County has done in the past.
11-point game. Ball on the 3-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Caudill. And right there, wide open the end zone, is Isaac Starr. Came in from the tight end position, floated across the back of the end zone, and nobody there.
That's exactly what we just talked about. Play action off the zone, run the boot.
Yep.
They do a nice job. They absolutely are really good at this.
Sam Young got a nice touch on that ball, put it right where he needed it to be. Again, a sophomore, but at this point of the season, he's more like a junior with experience.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, the kid plays as a young man, always plays with such poise and just confidence. That's the reason why before the game started, we were talking about how the senior wannabe quarterback that started last year went into the office and says, look, he's better than me. And the thing is that I would benefit more if I played on defense and played other positions. So he understood that this quarterback is special. You might as well go ahead and play him as a sophomore. Now you've got him as a 3-year starter. But that's the unselfishness by the other young man.
Well, that shows that he's a team player. And not that he doesn't want to excel, but sometimes it's wise to know what you can and can't do.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I recognize that this young man's, better, and also it frees me up being able to play defense.
Al-Assad in to kick it away. Expect a little bit more of a traditional kick, and that's what we get. Taken at the 12-yard line. Straight ahead.
Nice.
And was it loose ball?
Oh.
And still on the ground, still moving around. And it is a scrum. But I think Oldham got it.
Oldham County, nope. 7.7.
Trying to do just a little too much there.
Now, in the past, Bryan Station has had no safety, so you're going to see some kind of vertical stretch right here, switch routes or something, but they're going to go ahead. Somebody's going in the post. Somebody's going to run the verticals routes, sidelines. They're going to stretch it and throw it deep. 7.7 seconds, why not?
You got one play, maybe two, but more than likely one play here. And so we'll see what happens. Joey Lay covered the fumble on that kicking team and gives Oldham County the ball back here for nothing else but for a last second play and a timeout called before the snap. Parker Cotto was trying to get downfield. I think so was Carson Decker. Decker really took off like a rabbit.
Yeah. Defense wasn't ready.
Yeah. Well, the defense now knows what they were going to do.
Yeah, now they got to fix the clock again. There it is.
You got it back.
Yeah.
7 seconds.
Yeah. Now the thing is the secondary going to go ahead and play a prevent defense, or are they going to still come up and play? You're 7.7 seconds left. How many timeouts does Oldham County have?
They still have 2.
All right, so here's the thing. I know with 7.7, if you're on the 27, 28-yard line.
27.
Right, so here's the thing. Do you go ahead and throw it? If it depends on the secondary. If they're going to go prevent, then you hit it, try to dink it in the middle, and then you call timeout and you put your field goal unit in there. Well, the secondary's walked up, so that means I'm going to go ahead and throw it
over the top.
Yep.
Young back of the shotgun, Cardell in the backfield. Decker is open. Decker is in the end zone.
Yep.
Touchdown. No flag, and that's a huge turnover. It turns into points in just 5 seconds.
Yep, that's exactly what Oldham County is good at. They know that they can throw over top of them. The secondary is going to come up that tight.
Oh yeah.
It's just I have to go for it. I have to throw it. Good protection up front. He had all day, wide open.
Sam Young, nice looking pass, and again, Carson Deckard just really went in untouched. Al-Assad to attempt the extra point. Everything looks good, and it is. 36-16, and all of a sudden, what was a 5-point game?
Yeah.
Is now a 20-point game.
Yeah.
What
definitely.
a quick turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, maybe the Oldham County woke up. It's just like, just like we were talking about before, they thought they had the game won before they even came out on the field, and all of a sudden now they know that they're in a dogfight, and now Oldham County woke up.
2.4 seconds. Is this a place where you squib it?
I'm going to go ahead and kick. I would. I'd go ahead. I mean, look where it's vulnerable right here. You got
right in the middle.
Right there, right in the middle. I'd go ahead and squib it and just go ahead and just tell the defense of the special teams, don't over pursue. Don't over pursue. Now, the kicker right here, he lines up short or he lines up deep. Now, he's lining up deep. He's been walking back. So it looks like he might go ahead and try to kick it deep here.
Yeah, he's a good 10 yards, 12 yards off the ball. Here's the approach. More of a line drive kick taken to the 15-yard line. It's Amadeus Taylor trying to follow his blockers. And that will be the end of the half. He'll get out across the 40 to the 42-yard line, but it's not enough. At the end of the half, it's Oldham County 36, Bryan Station 16. Stand by. We'll be back with our halftime coverage right after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. Are you a hard-working, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hard-working people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
It's halftime. Mike Beck, Gary Satori, glad to be with you here in the booth. It's kind of warm in here. It's up cold up top where Will Harper has been manning the camera tonight, and Will has been doing a fine job. But down here, he's looking for the campfire. He's rubbing his hands and trying to get warm, and appreciate that. Let's talk about this first half. We don't really have any statistics to speak of, but interesting game so far, and kept swinging back and forth. Bryan Station for a while there looked like they were that big intangible momentum was coming back their way, and all of a sudden they find themselves down 20. What a turn of events right there at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Oldham County let them in the game, and then Bryan Station capitalized the mistakes. And that's one thing that Oldham County has to make the adjustments for second half is don't allow mistakes. Let Bryan Station earn those touchdowns. Now, Bryan Station can prove that they can go down the field and score on anybody.
Yep.
That's the whole thing about it is that I'm curious to see what halftime adjustments are going on. I think basically Oldham County is not going to make too many adjustments, and I think you're going to see a lot of let it go. Let's just do everything we can by Bryan Station. They're going to go ahead and do some things probably a little different. They're going to just say, look, this might be our last game of the season. Let's just go crazy. Let's be creative. Let's do some things that maybe they haven't done all year, or they're just going to go ahead and start throwing the ball a lot.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and take another break. We come back, we'll kind of break these two teams down just a bit more, especially looking at Oldham County. We've talked a little bit about Bryan Station and this stop. Let's take a look at Oldham County when we come back. Stand by, we'll do that, and also update you on scores as they come to us. That and more coming your way on Glycod.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, crestwoodcoinlaundryky.com.
HKC is announcing it's better than guaranteed roofing. If you're not completely satisfied with your new roof, we'll pay a competitor to replace it.
People today want contractors that stand behind their work. We're the only roofing contractor that's better than guaranteed. We guarantee your roof installation for as long as you're in your home. Call today for your free digital roof analysis and learn about the benefits of better than guaranteed roofing.
Better than guaranteed!
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Satori up in the booth at halftime as we're looking in time to bring you some scores of other games. And the big one that these teams will face, somebody here is going to go on to play somebody else. GRC leading Madison Central 21-14 at the half. Also updating the score, South Oldham 14, Atherton nothing. That game's a whole lot closer than we would have guessed going into the night. Across the river, Southern Indiana sectional finals. Triton Central 6, Providence nothing with 2:05 to go in the third. Close game there. That one could go either way. And in Jefferson, or at Floyd Central, Jeffersonville trails Floyd 10-0 in the third quarter. And Floyd's running back Winkers Wright, one of the best runners in the state, injured his ankle in the first play of the second half, and don't know how well he'll be coming back. And just an update coming in now. Floyd Central 10, Jeff 7. So lose your star running back can change your entire offense and change the tenor of the game.
Yeah, definitely the flow of the game. You know, when you have your starting tailback, now all of a sudden, now what are you going to do? What are we going to play next?
Right.
And then that's, it's psychological on the players too.
Tonight's scoreboard update brought to you by the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County, reminding you that all Oldham County High School campuses are smoke-free. United Voices, healthy choices. And if you'd like to see scores of other games on the docket, there are a lot of games going on. We can't give you everything. Wish we could, but Glycod.com can. So go there tonight, Glycod.com, and you get all the information on all the games. We talked about Bryan Station during our last gap between the breaks, and they're not out of this game, but they're in a spot now. Let's talk about Oldham County. Offensively, they seem to be okay. I really like how Young is moving the team up and down the field. A lot of good play calling. Defensively, a little bit suspect there.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was talking about in the keys to before the game, is the defense has to adjust. And one of the things that bothers me a little bit is that there's no defensive adjustment, no goal line stance. He keeps the same defense in no matter what.
Right.
And so, I mean, that's where I think, you're going to have to see a little bit of a defensive changeup, maybe do some different stunts, but change up the front a little bit, run some bare front. when you're running a 50, you can go ahead and reduce and bring some people in the box. But again, I think he's worried about the speed.
Yeah.
And so he's just going to go ahead and say we're going to just maybe be more physical up front. We're going to go ahead and cause, line of scrimmage so that running back has to bounce outside, and then that's where we have more people. It's just going to be interesting what adjustments have done at halftime to see what's going to happen.
All right. Well, one thing that you do notice because of postseason play, you don't have bands or dance teams or anything out on the field, and I think that's a shame. I understand the reasons because of the cost and travel and things, but it still seems like, the best part of football sometimes is the halftime. Well, it's not the best part, but it's a part of the experience, part of the Friday night, Saturday afternoon. It's like going to the Rose Bowl or something. Of course the bands are going to be there.
Yeah, it's like you're penalizing the schools for being successful.
Yeah.
Going into the playoffs, don't bring anybody, don't
do anything.
Don't do anything extra. I think that's wrong. I really do. I mean, that's the whole thing about high school sports. It's supposed to bring the community, the school spirit together. It's like you're punishing it's post-play.
Yeah, I think, maybe you give both squads a chance to present something. Maybe the dance teams from both schools perform. Maybe not a joint routine, but you never know. You could do something.
Right.
Anyway, that's why it looks so barren out there on the tundra.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and take our last break here at halftime. Be back with our final thoughts on what the adjustments will be coming out of the locker rooms. We'll talk about that when we return on Glycod.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
HKC is announcing it's better than guaranteed roofing. If you're not completely satisfied with your new roof, we'll pay a competitor to replace it.
People today want contractors that stand behind their work. We're the only roofing contractor that's better than guaranteed. We guarantee your roof installation for as long as you're in your home. Call today for your free digital roof analysis and learn about the benefits of better than guaranteed roofing.
Better than guaranteed!
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, crestwoodcoinlaundryky.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
And we're back here. Mike Beck, Gary Satori here, and taking full advantage of this halftime opportunity to examine the players here. Bryan Station coming back out. 3 minutes on the clock, so that's how long we've got until this thing gets reignited. But let's talk about some adjustments. We talked about some of this, I think, through our first couple of breaks here, but very specifically, Bryan Station, if there were two things that they could adjust that they could make a real difference, what would those be, do you think?
Well, I would start out with, again, what the first key I said was secondary.
Secondary, yeah.
You know, I mean, if you're going to come up and play man press, you're going to get burned deep. So I've got to make adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and play deep. I've got to do something secondary. Second of all, I have got to do a better job of controlling the ball offensively. I've got to hold on to the ball because Oldham County is controlling the clock here. So I think Bryan Station needs to do a better job of holding on to the ball longer and being able to continue and not fumble and not create any kind of a turnover.
I'm going to come back to that. But let's go ahead and look at the adjustments for Oldham County first. We'll have time to do both of these things. But what are the couple things that Coach Fox could change or should change, perhaps, in your opinion?
Well, I think I think Coach Fox was trying to capitalize on special teams, and it backfired on him. I think that's one thing. He says, okay, well, let's just go ahead and play football. Let's just play our game. We're going to go ahead and play our special teams. Defense, again, we got to control the line. We've got to be able to control the secondary. We've got to be able to do what's best for us defensively to stop maybe that deep pass. I think that's the thing. I've got to stop deep. I got to make adjustments defensively, and I've got to do a better job of controlling the special teams.
Okay, now going back to that Bryan Station comment, because I saw what you saw, and I've been around football since I was knee-high to a gopher. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and you see that man press. You see them up so tight. They've got nobody deep. I mean, you might as well just put a sign out there, throw it here. It's almost as if they're advertising that. I know he's not. Is there some reason that Coach Parks is going, listen, for whatever reason, I can't do that? Because it seems so obvious.
Well, I think, there's a little bit. We've got more speed than you, and we're going to just lock up on man coverage, and we're going to be able to go ahead and knock everything down. It's obvious not working.
Yeah.
I think also defensive coordinators have got to realize I've got to have plan B. I've got to have plan C. Right now, plan A, locking up man coverage press, it's not working. The head coach, I don't know if he's a defensive coordinator, but I know they've been talking and said, we have got to make an adjustment here.
Even in the NFL level, which is supposed to be the best of the best in football, and I'm not saying they're not, but even at that level, they have plan Bs and plan Cs because things don't often work.
You've got to make adjustments. You have to roll with what you have. You could have the best game plan, and it's thrown out the first quarter. Actually the first series, because you know what your kids are going against. You have to see what they're doing. Take advantage of what they're giving you. You have to adjust, and that's one thing that I think the coaches at Bryan Station has to do.
And I'm not sure if he's listening or watching at this point or watching tonight. Coach Kaz, who's been with me most of the season on rehab and knee replacement a couple of weeks ago, one thing he used to say was he'd have his players come over and tell me, can you move this guy? And if the player would say no, they say, well, then what can you do with him?
Right.
And then work around what you're able to accomplish.
That's one thing we used to do. I love offensive line. That's one of my fortes. And I would have the linemen come back every time we adjust. We talk. What can you do? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I give you tools. I'm going to give you tools, and then when those tools are blocking assignments, can you do this? No. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a different tool to be able to block this guy. Do we need to do double teams?
Deep kick from Al-Assad, taken at the 7-yard line. It's going to get to the edge. Damon Green. And finally brought down across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made that time by Tate Crowell.
Again, outside containment wasn't there. The young man that has contained went inside, and all of a sudden he got blocked, and he got ran by, and all of a sudden now you have the edge. That's dangerous.
To me, the special teams are the difference between state champions and teams that get bumped out unexpectedly early. And kickoff is one of those things that seems pretty simple, and it can be if it's coached.
Correct.
Handoff, Bond, nice little stutter step delay, comes straight ahead across the 40. Down about the 41, it'll be 2nd down and 5. Nice 5-yard gain from Joseph Bond. I just wonder how much teams practice special teams these days. It seems like you'd think they do, but sometimes you look at these players and you go, haven't they been coached about that yet?
The good coaches do. They make time for their practice schedule. They make time. This is one of the things. If you've got a really good assistant coach that's really good at special teams, you let them go. You listen to the coaches. What time do you need? What do you need? What do you need from us? And I'll put the time in. You always put your special teams first. And the good coaches always practice more in the summertime. You see the coaches that are not prepared, they're so worried about the offense. They're so worried about making sure they have all their plays in instead of making sure that they have the most important part is the third part of the game is special teams.
Picked up 1 yard on the carry was Mr. Bond, Joseph Bond. 3rd down and 4 to go. Ball at the 42-yard line. Bryan Station trying to find a way to get back in this one. They'll need to start here on this drive. Mulder in the shotgun, puts it in the air. And that one's a flutter pass out of bounds.
Here comes Bryan Station's first opportunity to punt.
This is not 4-down territory, at least in the estimate of Frank Burns Jr.
I was watching the snapper here in warm-ups. Does a little bit of a slow, high snap. Let's see what he does. Now they don't have enough linemen on this. They don't have enough linemen on the line of scrimmage here.
Carson Deckard.
They got too many. Yep.
Going to get off the field. Do they not? Snap. They'll let him get away. Deckard goes up. Fair catch made. At the 35, it'll be 1st and 10 Oldham County. That was almost a penalty. But they kind of let him get away with it because they were all lined up before he ran off.
Yeah. Again, this is a first punt team, and, you have one person hurt. And
changes everything.
It changes everything. And so then maybe they made an adjustment on who goes in. The person already went in. That would have costed Bryan Station if they would have had 12 still remaining on the field.
Quavion Perkins hurt earlier in the ball game, a left knee, it appears, on crutches on the sidelines, and that does mess you up when you don't have a lot of depth on the line. Caudill in the carry out to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 5, 2nd and 5. But when you lose one player in a special team, see, that's the part that gets overlooked.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody's scrambling. Oh, he's out. Who's in?
That was one thing. If you don't have the numbers, too, that's the whole key. With less numbers, you've really got to be close at paying attention. Who is going to be the backup here? Who's going to do this? What adjustments do we need to make? Because one person, you're right. I mean, now you're talking about effect of possibly all the special teams, if not 3 or 4.
2nd down and 5. Ball at the 40-yard line. Man in motion. Not the handoff that time. Parker Caudill caught in the backfield. 5-yard loss.
Yeah. Well, this is, again, they've been running counter Trey, and they've let him penetrate too deep. You cannot let the defense penetrate like this. Now, here comes a nice screen. The defensive line is coming around. They're penetrating. Nice middle screen would be nice right here.
3rd and 10. Yeah, defense aggressiveness can be used against them. A screen is a great weapon to neutralize that aggressive rush.
Right.
Because they blow right past the receiver. And we'll see if that's what they call here. Caudill in the backfield.
I got an unbalance over here. Nope. Is it even?
Young puts it out in the flat. Oh, that had pick 6 all over it.
Yeah, that was. He's going to be hating on himself. He's going to be. He's going to be dreaming about that all night.
Gabe Vance, the intended target. Young threw that one out there, and that was. That's the picture poster child for ill-advised. Don't throw that pass. But that's what happens when you get a sophomore out there, and they call the play. He runs the play.
Yeah. That's a really far throw, especially in high school level, to be able to throw that fast and zip. And it was a lot of float to it. So the secondary saw that. Man, I know he's going to be talking about that for days.
Almost got to the kicker. There's our first flag of the night, and this is going to be a devastating one, I'm afraid. I don't know if it's a personal foul roughing the punter or if it's just running into the kicker. We'll see how they call this.
It's a personal foul.
And that should give them ball back.
Well, automatic first down.
Huge turnover on a penalty because Bryan Station would have had the ball. And now the defense has to come back out on the field, and that's just one of the blows that mess you up.
Right.
Should put the ball right at the 50-yard line if I did my math correctly.
Now let's see what, Coach Fox and his offense is going to do here. Do you go ahead and just run the ball, try to control the clock, or are you going to go ahead and just keep running your offense?
If it's me, I'm going to try to run the ball, but they had a player still on the field. They didn't see it. Had 12 men, but he didn't get off in time. Caudill runs out of bounds, stops the clock at the about 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. Picked up just a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 48-yard line, and only one penalty night, and that was on the punt that you just saw. But the first half penalty-free, and I have not seen that in a long time.
Right. There's too much penetration by that one defensive lineman to be able to run that counter trade. They've got to clean that up.
Motion is Deckard. Young hits Gabe Vance, and enough for a first down.
Yep, nice
inside the 40.
Yep, going to go ahead and press hard, and then I'm going to come back, and that makes the secondary, they got to backpedal, and all of a sudden you're pushing off hard, and then all of a sudden you do a quick stop, nice little hitch. That's a first down every time.
Yeah, especially if the timing is there. If the quarterback gets the ball there when he's supposed to, it's almost at this level impossible to defend.
Right, and plus you've got a little bit of size difference here. You got a bigger receiver on a smaller corner. That's a matchup that you want.
1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Oldham County trying to take advantage of that penalty on the punt and turn this back into some points. Young stays in the pocket. Oh, beautiful touch pass. And Vance is in the end zone.
Yep, there's that
Touchdown.
Hitch and go. Again, hitch. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pretend like I'm running a hitch. That's what they've been doing all night. Hitch, hitch, hitch. Now, pump by the quarterback, hitch and go. Beautiful.
And, again, the touch on that pass, he caught it in stride. That's just the beautiful pass by Sam Young, 38 yards to Gabe Vance. And now time for the extra point, 42-16. 26-point lead. Snap and the hold are good. The kick is true. 43-16. 27-point advantage now for Oldham County.
This is, again, now you've got to be a better job on special teams. Now, we talked about that.
Yeah.
And then what happened? They let them go ahead and get pretty good field percentage last time. They just got to find that where can I go ahead and kick this ball to, or where do I need to place it to be able to have better control?
That's a good question. Now, one thing about Bryan Station, they do have the athletes. If you put the ball in their hands and give them some room to get up to speed, they're going to be hard to stop.
We used to call it down and dirty, squib kick it. I think this is where I wouldn't kick it up high for the speed guys to be able to get it, but I love that open area. Between that 50 and 30, there's a nice open. I'd go ahead and kick it down low, let it bounce. Again, I always say that ball is not shaped the most perfect. So when you let that ground hit it, you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
This is the advantage. Go down and dirty. Kick it down and dirty.
And then you've got your kick return team, if they can converge from across the field in a disciplined way.
There it is.
There
down
it is.
And down.
There's a nice high bounce. Okay, but he breaks the first wave, and that's the problem the Oldham County's had. They overrun that defense.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sloppy tackling, not discipline, but at least there's the down and dirty. You know, if it was done right, and again, you want that ball to bounce funny, and but at least they're trying to do different techniques and different things to be able to control that special teams and not give it up.
Travian Jenkins on the return that time. It gets it out to the 44-yard line, and that's where Bryan Station will take it 1st and 10 at the 7:36 mark here in the third quarter.
It's a run.
Mulder got a hand off, strips the ball, ball's on the ground, and it's loose, and it's Oldham County's.
Yeah, you can tell by just the offensive line, the way they were lined up. They were leaning. Knuckles are what I call white. They were leaning all forward. It was so aggressive. That's one of the things that I always watched. You know, as offensive line coach, when the defense was out, I was watching the opponent's offensive line. I can pick up their tendencies if it's going to be a pass, if it's going to be a run. Who's pulling? You know, you can watch that if it's an undisciplined offensive line. That one right there, they were just hightailing, I'm going to run the ball.
Yeah, 1st and 10, ball back to Oldham County. Turnovers are deadly in this game, and
now do you throw it deep and just say, here we go, I'm going to go ahead and try to capitalize. It looks like a sprint out to the right.
New tailback is Wilson Tinnell, number 28. Pass out to Carson Deckard's too high. Sam Young, he's not perfect, but he's been darn close tonight. That one a little high.
Yeah, that is a dangerous throw. That is such a, I mean, that you see college level and pro level to be able to throw the zip that far across the field. You know, lateral. That's where you get your interceptions. Go vertical if you're going to throw it.
You don't give the defense the angle to make the attack on the flying ball that way. Hand off, straight ahead. I'd say a couple yards in a cloud of dust, but there's no dust tonight.
No.
And that's Wilson Tinnell. He'll get 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. And now they're behind the chains a little bit. They've got to figure out how to get a bigger chunk here.
Yeah.
Passing game, they certainly demonstrated they can do that, but they have to get the right call. Yeah. Interesting to see what Coach Fox dials up. 3rd and 9.
They spread it out this time. They had the tight end in. Now they've got their little, well, the tight end is over to the right.
Deckard, not quite enough, but they may go for it here on 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 2, down to the 36-yard line. They need to get to the 34. I don't see them not going for it here.
Oh, I would. I definitely would go for it. I mean, this is the flow of the game. Yeah, really. You're up 43-16. You want to control this clock. The key is now, what has been working for you? I love the boot. I'm sorry, but I mean, the quarterback has a chance now to run it first if he wants to. I mean, it's just a great opportunity to be able to run that boot right now. But they're in shotgun.
Interesting setup. Fake the handoff. Pitch out to Roche. He's got the 1st down inside the 30 to the 25.
It's the boot, but out of the pistol.
Right call, different formation. 1st and 10 is the result. Oldham County moves the chains, keeps the drive alive, clock under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd.
You know, this is one of those things where I'm going to watch the secondary. Look at that. They've got it. They've changed it up. Looks like one safety's now deep. I think if I was calling this, I'd go vertical and I'd try to put it in the end zone right now. I just would. I just think I want to throw it deep.
Well, he started deep, but he comes up straight ahead is Wilson Tinnell.
Yep.
He'll fight down to the 21-yard line before he is stopped. Pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you know, this is where I've got to run the clock. I've got to control it. If I can run it now, that opportunity right there, that big 1st down, I just throw it and try to get it into the end zone. Quick strike. But now I'm going to control the clock.
2nd down and 6.
Roche and Tinnell in the backfield. Young hands off to Tennell. Breaks the tackle. First down. Did he get enough? He was close. Looks like he did.
See where they put the spot.
Looks like they're going to mark him out right at about the 15.
Oh, they did give him the first down.
Yeah, they put him out at the 15, and that will be enough. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, why did they start the clock? I'm curious.
I'm not sure why they did, because he was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was.
Young in with the play. Parker Cottle back in the game. I think Tennell tweaked his ankle a little bit, ran off to the sidelines. Handoff is to Cottle. Going to speed to the corner. He'll pick up a couple of yards. And that's going to be 2nd and 8 after a pickup of just a couple. Now let's say 3, so 2nd and 7. Tackled by George Tall, number 17 for the defenders.
I'm trying to hear some people in the booth without saying somebody's popped out their shoulder. I'm trying to watch who it was, if somebody got hurt.
62. 45.
45.
Roche? Yeah, just put it back. They're young.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pliable. 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Vance. Delayed handoff. Caudill like a draw.
Yep. That's a nice draw. That's a really good draw.
Down to the 6. Going to be just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Tackled by the nose tackle. He's a short, stubby little guy, but a hard player, number 33. We don't know his name, not on the roster. It's hard to believe you can get this late in the season and have a non-roster player, at least not on the ones that's been provided.
Right. Look, they just switched it out. Well, I tell you what, make that decision a little bit quicker there, Coach. Got him. Offsides.
And a jump, and it'll be first down, 1st and goal, Oldham County. And mistakes are piling up now for Bryan Station, and that's a shame. They've got some talent, and they've got some kids that don't seem to quit, but the mistakes are adding up at this point.
Yeah, the thing is when you don't have a lot on your roster, that means you got kids playing both ways and special teams. They're tired.
Yeah.
And when that does, they're not thinking. They're tired, and all of a sudden, little mistakes now start to happen.
Just about 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 43-16 the score. Oldham County trying to punch it in once more. Punch their ticket to next week. Wilson Tennell will get a touchdown.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Fell across the goal line.
It was just a loaded outside zone. Just a lead. Just go ahead and bring an extra blocker out there. We're going to go outside zone, stretch it. Nice opportunity here. It's 49. What they doing? They're going to go for coaches putting up for 1, I believe.
That appears to be the case. 49-16. Will make it a 34-point ball game if they can get it through the uprights. Al-Assad got it away, and he got it through. 50-16. It's 34 points now. Running clock, in case you're wondering, is 36. We know that because I think we've seen 7 of them this season.
Yeah.
It's been crazy that way.
This is the 4th game that I've done this year. 3 of them been running clocks.
Well, give it time.
Yeah.
2 minutes, 3 seconds, give or take a few. Here in the third quarter. 50-16. At one point, this was a 5-point ball game, 21-16, and then a 29-point explosion from Oldham County has ostensibly put this one out of reach. I think it's safe to say Yeah, it would take darn near a miracle by Bryan Station, and I don't know that they've got it in the tank to make that kind of comeback at this point in the ball game with about 14 minutes left on the clock.
Right.
You're running against time and tendencies.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, it's just like, okay, short, you're gonna kick it. Yep, right there, high.
Taken at the 30.
Man, they're struggling on special teams on the kickoff.
Tate Kroll will make the stop for the Colonels. I believe that was, I think it was Jenkins again on the return. Ball on the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Oldham County sitting on a 34-point advantage, 50-16. Mike Beck, Gary Satori in the booth.
All right, let's see what they're going to do. They're going to open it up now. They're going to go ahead and just start throwing it.
Nope, handoff. Joseph Bell. Maybe a yard. That'll be all. It'll be 2nd and 9. Basically staying with what got him here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is he's running his inside, outside zone, and I'm surprised he's not trying to throw the ball. I really am.
Seems like they would have an advantage in that, but 2nd and 9. Not seemingly in much of a hurry, you know.
No, they got to get their people on the line of scrimmage here. Got a sack.
Mulder nowhere to go. Call that a coverage sack because he just really had nowhere downfield to throw the ball and really didn't have much room to escape either. He may get back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's a generous spot by the ref act. Now they move it back a yard.
Right.
And it'll be 3rd and 10.
I think he was looking right down the middle of the field. That's where they were successful earlier, and I think they were going to try to go back to that.
Wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
Clock ticking down rapidly. The seconds peel away here. Mulder back. Going to fake the handoff, sprint out, and has a receiver wide open. Now it's just a sprint. Can they catch him? They will. He gets all the way down to the 2-yard line. Maybe the 1. We'll see where they finally put it down on the ground. But what a great pitch and catch.
Right in the middle. Split that secondary. Nice job. It takes discipline to sprint out, run, and throw like that. Okay, there's a 2 back. Nope.
18 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Quarterback keep.
The quarterback's going to walk it into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Bryan Station. I'll tell you what I like about this team. They don't quit.
No, they don't. They fire back. That's one thing that I do appreciate, and I love the way they have the competition in their bones. They really are fighting. They're doing a good job. I mean, they're executing. They have a limited number of plays, but what they do is they execute it when it's necessary.
50-22. We'll see if they're going to go for 2. It appears so. Mulder waiting for the play to come in from the sidelines. Devin Green in, Commodore out. 2 backs in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Bond, puts it in the end zone. It's 2.
Yep. Nice little slant.
And I think that was Abway, but it's hard to see. They have yellow numbers on white jerseys.
It's difficult to read the numbers.
Especially across the field.
All right, now, special team-wise, does Bryan Station do an onside?
Wouldn't. They have nothing to lose to try.
Right.
They trail by 26 here. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bryan Station finds a way to get back to the end zone. They keep taking punches, but they refuse to go down. They may be a technical knockout, but it ain't going to be one where they're laying on the mat, it appears.
No, they're going to keep going at it. I mean, that's probably what they were talking about at halftime. You know, look, we're going to go and we're going to play every down. Let's just capitalize on mistakes and take advantage of it. I really like that little spread out. And again, the wide receiver was deep enough, read the secondary, sat in the open zone area, took his time, caught the ball. Nice action.
Hands team in on the kickoff return squad.
Mm-hmm.
They're expecting an onside kick.
Mm-hmm. You got your coach talking right there.
Was there a timeout taken, or are they just still extending it?
Oh.
Timeout by the Colonels was the call. Well, they take a quick break. We'll take one as well. Why not? We need to work one in here. Stand by. We'll be back right after this.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway, next door to Mail.
Onside kick goes out of bounds. The least of the penalties in the penalty universe. But it is a flag. And that will be Oldham County's ball. But
it was a good try. I mean, it was that's something that you had to do. You know, everybody knew it. They were going to do an onside. Thing is, it's just you got to be able to capitalize on it, and Oldham County got lucky and ran out of bounds.
The truth is, even with your hands team, that ball bounces, and I don't care how good your hands are, sometimes you can't catch it.
That's right.
1st and 10, ball right at midfield, Oldham County. Short field here, see what they can do with 13 seconds before the end of the third quarter. And it's going to be a handoff. And this time the running back is Tate Crowell.
Got 4 yards.
Crowell. Crowell is the pronunciation I hear from the PA announcer.
Yeah.
And after a 4-yard gain, that'll be the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oldham County 50, Bryan Station 24. Stand by. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on Glycod.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
3 quarters down, 1 quarter to go. 12 minutes left in the season for one of these teams. Will it be Oldham County or Bryan Station going home disappointed tonight? Young, nice pass out to Holvey. Out of bounds after a first down gain. Ball inside the 40 to the 36. That's the way you start the fourth quarter.
Just a nice little, again, I'm pushing up vertical. I'm going to turn around and a nice little hitch route.
Very hard to defend at any level. But when you got a high school quarterback as accurate as Young, you can run that play a lot.
Yeah, and that's where, again, they capitalized earlier on the hitch and go.
Not only is Bryan Station, they're some of the shortest players, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but they're small.
Yeah, they are.
And that corner is giving up almost 1.5 feet. Handoff this time. Inside the 35-yard line. I believe that was Crowell.
Get some more update scores.
Scores coming in now. South Oldham has extended the lead 28-0 over Atherton at the 6:45 mark in the third quarter. GRC 21, Madison Central 20. This one a close one, 3:59 to go in the third. Final score, Triton Central ends the season for Providence 20-0. And Floyd Central now extends their lead 31-7 over Jeffersonville with 3:50 in the fourth. So it looks like the Highlanders will continue. They'll be the last one standing in Southern Indiana, who keeps standing here in Oldham County.
Oh,
Kroll,
nice.
Nice run. Nice use of his blocker. And inside the 15-yard line before he goes out of bounds, Crowell.
Nice job. Again, it's just a counter tray. He waited. He was patient. The one hole that basically where you want to go ahead and attack and run through, it closed, and he was so patient. He bounced it outside. Nice run.
First down, ball inside the 15 at the 14. And Oldham County threatening once again. Young comes into the huddle. No hurry here.
No, you're going to run this clock. You're going to go ahead and do everything you can just to use as much time as you can.
Handoff. Was that Juan Tapia? No, 31, sorry. Caden Dykes, the carry for Oldham County. We're getting some new players in, some numbers we haven't seen all night.
Yeah, if you're up 50-24 and you're 9:37, you go ahead. Again, this is what you do. You capitalize by putting as much players as you can. For further reason is you want to have better depth as your playoff game goes.
At the end of 3, GRC leads Madison Central 28-20. A good one there. Not as close here. Good ball game, but the score doesn't reflect that. Young handing off to Dykes, and this time Dykes gets thrown backwards. A loss of a few on that carry. George Tall on the stop for the defenders. And that will put him back at the 15-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
When you're trying to run that outside zone stretch play, you got to have some speed.
Yeah.
And the defensive end just basically did a nice job of being taken on the blocker and then stretching it out and catching it.
Caden Dykes just a sophomore, and he was no match that time for George Tall. Dykes only 5'2". We were speaking of diminutive players on the Bryan Station team. Well, there's their answer.
Right.
Young back. He's going to roll to his right.
Oh.
And collision there, but no flag. Incomplete pass will stop the clock at 8 and some change here.
All right. Put your field goal unit in, right? Looks like you got your kicker in. Looks like you're going to go for a field goal. Work on that. Why not?
4th and 11. And a good time to see.
You definitely want to work on every aspect of your game. You might as well work on your field goal unit.
That's true. Khalid Al-Assad, you know, many times the championship comes down to a kick. And it's so maddening to the rest of the team when they work so hard and it's all on the legs of one player. But that's the game. Low snap. Good handle. And a good kick. Al-Assad finds the range. And he puts it through the upright. 53-24. Both teams with a field goal tonight. Don't see that often these days.
Nice job.
29-point differential here.
It's just taking patience. I mean, you got to be able to work on all aspects of your game, and if you have an opportunity to work on your field goal. Now, the one thing that they're going to go, coaches are on Oldham County, they're going to be watching the kickoff team. They're going to do everything they can to fix that.
Yeah, I'd say that could be a bugaboo for them and could be the difference again from advancing deep into the tournament as opposed to getting sent home surprisingly early.
Yeah. I know that they have a lot of speed. Bryan Station does. But you've got to be able to have better control tackling and not over-pursue.
There's a way to neutralize that with disciplined routes And players just doing what they're supposed to do.
Exactly. I think, they're going to be working a lot this week coming up on this particular special teams.
Al-Assad kicks it. He picks it up and then goes out of bounds. He let that go out of bounds. He'd have been in a better spot. But
there's that competition in him. He really just got excited. This is something that he thought he could go ahead and get it, but, you got to play smarter. But
Damon Green.
The thing is, as many times as you just wanted to let it go out of bounds, what if that ball, like you talked about, bounced inside?
Right.
And all of a sudden, Oldham County specializes and captures it. So the young man, you got hats off to him. He went ahead and got the ball because that ball is live after 10 yards.
Damon Green covered the ball at the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Bryan Station takes it there. Mulder back in the shotgun. Bond next to him. Bond takes the handoff, and Bond splits the uprights a little bit there. Gets out of the hole a tad. Gets about 7. He needed 10, so it'll be 2nd down and 3. Not a bad run.
He's down. He's hurting. That was a nice inside zone. Went ahead and stretched it, bounced a little bit, but he's
He took
hurt.
his helmet off.
Yeah.
That's never a good sign. So we're going to just take a break while they attend to him. Stand by, folks. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Glycon's coverage of Oldham County High School's football.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Joseph Bond goes out, hopped off the field under his own strength. Left ankle appears to be the issue. Mulder puts it up down the center of the field, and that one incomplete. Target Antonio Davis, but never really got any separation on that one.
Yeah, I really like this pattern. Again, he's working himself into the middle. It may not be the most prettiest post. It's like a bend.
Yeah.
But he's trying to go ahead and split the secondary and the safeties. And if they connected, that was definitely going to go. They're going to continue running that play.
3rd down and about 4 from where it sits. Mulder looking for an open man. He'll get it.
There's a 1st down.
And that is Antonio Davis again on the reception. 1st down, out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Clock continues to run. Under 7.5 to go in the ball game. 53-24, Oldham County with the lead. Up by 29.
Well, with that, again, the tailback is the nose guard.
That is, I've never heard that before. Mulder looks for a receiver downfield. Couldn't quite make the connection. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. You're right. The new tailback is the nose guard.
Right.
And we don't have his name. Maybe somebody else up here has got it, but we certainly don't have it.
Well, he's definitely going to be a blocker. I think he ran the ball one other time in the 3rd quarter. But at this time, you're 7-1. You're going to throw the ball as many times as you can now. Let's try to get down there into space, throw it where they're not. I really like the idea of them coming in there and throwing that post route, throwing it in right in between those two safeties.
Mulder fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, dumps it into the open space. Taylor with the ball, and Taylor goes out at midfield.
Number 5, Mulder. His pass complete to number 8, Antonio
Antonio Davis on the reception. They'll put the ball at midfield. It'll be 1st and 10. I've been asked, what is a nose guard?
A nose guard is a defensive player that lines up right over the center.
Right across from the ball.
Right across from the ball.
It's like they put their nose on the ball. They're so
exactly,
close to it.
Exactly.
That's kind of where it comes from. So, 1st and 10. Ball right at midfield. Mulder will drop back, look downfield. Oh, beautiful pass over the defender into coverage, and Davis makes the connection. Bryan Station refuses to quit.
Right, this is their athletic ability. You know, going up there, and you mentioned backyard. This is like backyard throwing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go ahead. You go up there, and I'll throw it, and you go up there and catch it.
Go down 20 yards, turn right, I'll fake it to you.
Exactly.
You know, that kind of stuff. It's a little bit different football, but timeout taken. Not sure who called it. Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us on Glycod.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Here at the Oldham County High School, the score is 53-24 Oldham County, but no quit in the Bryan Station defenders. They're earning respect tonight, if nothing else. Mulder drops straight back. Nice pickup block by the running back. Holy cow, did he catch it? And he did. It's a touchdown. What a play. Wow. No, they wave it off.
No, it looks like I think Oldham County intercepted the ball.
All right, the official calls an interception
And
by number 28.
Okay, Wilson Tennell.
Yeah, a nice interception. Good interception right there. I mean,
man, I thought it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Looked like he had it for a second, but the defender stripped it away from him, perhaps as they were going to the ground, and that's appears to be the result. An interception in the end zone.
Now, you're Bryan Station. You got to get the ball back. And, looks like
unsportsmanlike against Bryan Station. You can imagine.
Their frustration right now is getting the best of them.
Like these are the times that referees need to show some restraint. I'm not saying he didn't. I have no idea what was said, and he may have been well within his rights to do that, but and he probably should have. But I also know that football is an emotional game played by young men who don't always have full control of their mouths.
That's right.
Say it that nice way. 1st and 10, ball will come out to the 35. And a whistle again, another flag.
Bryan Station has to adjust here. They're going to put a lot more pressure because Oldham County is definitely going to run the clock. So they're going to put more people in the box. They're going to blitz more. They're going to try to go ahead and tackle them behind the line of scrimmage, let them burn the clock, actually stop the clock and get a 3 and out and be able to get the ball back.
1st and 5, ball out to the 40-yard line.
Bryan Station is going to definitely put a lot more pressure on, I believe.
New quarterback for the Colonels. Handoff, almost a miscue on that exchange. But they get away with it. New quarterback for the Colonels is Jacob Davis.
They got a whole new offensive line in there pretty much, too. Looks like might be their JV unit. A lot of them in there right now.
Could be. 2nd and 5, no gain on the play. And Davis comes in with the play. We'll see all these clean jerseys and new faces get a chance to get some postseason experience very rare that it can happen. And a jump. A little bit of anxiousness.
Yep. The nose guard jumps.
And that's just frustration.
Right.
Trying to do too much. 5-yard penalty is a first down.
That was a heck of a slant by the nose guard, though, slanting into the play side A gap.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a reach.
Once again, going to announce our offensive line, which has done an amazing job tonight, folks. 65, Reagan Ray. 67, Mason Rabbit. 70, Cameron Morris. 74, Jacob Wessler. 77, Blake Fox.
First and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Oh, he's found some room inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for Oldham County. About 4.5 to go in the ball game. Crowell on the carry. And he got stung a little bit. He's going to come off to the sideline.
And that's good for another Colonel's first down.
You know, if they get in the end zone and get the extra point, they're up 36, but the running clock is almost academic at this point.
Right. You just let your JV team, your second team, get as much experience as you can. Run your play, run your offense. It doesn't make any difference if it's run or pass. Just run your offense.
Fighting ahead for a couple of yards is a new player, Trent Garrison, another sophomore. Second down and 8 from the 33-yard line.
Students, Oldham County students, please make sure that you secure your ride.
3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Second down and 8.
Looks a little confusion out there trying to call the play.
You get that when you get the second team in there running this offense. Puts a man in motion.
There's a counter tray.
He ran sideways into the line. Didn't want that hit, huh?
No, he kind of spun to get it through that hole, and then he didn't get a chance to adapt, maybe.
Down to the 30-yard line. We'll be generous. He made positive yards. What can you say? Nice carry that time from Trent Garrison. 3rd and 5, the situation here for Oldham County. 2.5 to go in the ball game, and they're soaking this game clock for every second they can. And we got a quick late replacement coming in for the defense.
Right. This is also Bryan Station. You know, I know they really want to compete, but this is also a good chance for that young man just came in to be able to play some too.
Bounces to the left. First down and more. And he'll be down inside the 20. We'll see where he goes out of bounds at. Mark Shupp on the carry. 5'7" sophomore, his first carry of the night.
Offensive line plays a little high. They're they're running that counter tray play, but the linemen need to get lower because they're blocking with just their chest and their bellies.
First and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go. They may be close enough now to just run the clock out. Not quite to take a knee time, but another first down will seal it.
It's tough to tell that second unit to take a knee when they have an opportunity to score.
Yeah.
I know it's one of those things where, you know,
going to be good sportsmen.
Definitely Oldham County is first class because they already have their JV unit in.
You can't tell the kid to sit down, though.
Exactly.
When he's going to run 16 yards for a touchdown. And congratulations to Mark Shupp. Second carry of the night, and he takes it to the house.
Just a nice inside, quick zone play. Opportunity, everybody connected who they were supposed to block. Nice hole. Good job.
Score will not reflect how well Bryan Station played this game. Now, they
No.
made a lot of mistakes, and that's obvious, and some big turnovers at key points. But I really respect they didn't give up until about 2 minutes ago.
Well, I like this, on this roster that they gave us, we really don't know what year they are. If they're young, they've got a nice team coming back.
They do. 60-24, but the information was sparse, and we have what we have. They give the old run the clock signal, and that's going to about do it for the ball game. We'll maybe get a kickoff at this point, and that'll be it.
Now this is, you want to run your special teams, still your first team.
Right.
Because now he's tight. If he's Coach Fox is right there trying to put in his JV kickoff team. And you know what? Here's the thing. Run the clock. If you get a penalty, so what? He's counting on the field. This is his second team unit right here.
Yeah. A lot of fresh faces and new places. Anything's possible here in the last 40-some-odd seconds.
I've actually seen the JV team here. They actually do a really nice job on kickoff.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've seen number 17, Thomas, go in there and just go crazy. And I've seen some of his tackling. I get worried because he does go a little crazy on his tackling because he doesn't use proper technique sometimes. But I've seen him do some tremendous tackling. That's right next to the kicker, number 17. That's their punter.
Oh, wow.
And he's a JV. He's their starting linebacker.
Little squib kick. Going to be taken by Taylor, I believe. Or Davis, I'm sorry. Antonio Davis. And good coverage from the JV guys.
I think this is a really nice special teams unit. I tell you, sometimes I wonder if they should put those kids in.
Timeout taken by Bryan Station. I didn't know you could take a timeout in a running clock. But I don't know that I always understand this rule because I've seen it be executed many different ways. And so the timeout taken, we're going to stay with it. Only 28 seconds left in the ball game. I don't want to get caught up short and not get back in time because they're not taking their timeouts to their full advantage. And by the time we get out and come back, the last play will be underway. So we're not going to do that. But Oldham County certainly advancing here. And I don't think this was a big surprise, but there are some surprising things about some clear areas that Coach Fox is going to have to work on this week. We'll talk about some of those in our post-game coverage, but interesting game tonight. Wait for the snap to start the play here. Mulder going to send everybody south. He's running for his life. He'll get to the sidelines, but that won't help. And that will probably be the last game or play of the ball game.
Oh, coach called timeout.
And that is the final timeout taken by the defenders with 15 seconds, give or take here. Interesting call. I guess they want to give their kids one more play.
Right. They're still fighting till the end. The coaches are saying we're not going to lay down. We're going to keep playing. We're going to go ahead and try to draw up that one play or run that one special play.
Well, I give them credit. They don't quit. A lot of teams would have laid down and made their dinner plans already.
Yeah. It just shows you the fight that these young people have, these young men have.
We get an update score on GRC and Madison Central. We'll keep an eye on that as they come in. I know Steve Bird has been doing a fine job getting this information all night.
As soon as he texts it to me, I'll report it to you.
I'm sure he will. Mulder drops back for the last time tonight, puts it up in the air, tipped and picked off. And that's going to do it. They stopped the clock. The referee signaling run the clock.
Ref's saying
Referees are saying run the clock, wind the clock. Coach Fox is saying he wants another play. That interception taken by Joey Lay. Timeout taken by Coach Fox, and he's going to run over and explain to the opposing coach why they're doing this. They want to put Preston Dykes in the game. I believe he's been injured, and they want to just get him in for a play, I believe is the purpose of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, senior number 5, Preston Dykes.
So this is really out of respect for their player. They're not intending to do anything to run up the score here or not even be a good sportsman, but just try to help one of their teammate out.
Right.
That's a nice gesture. And just you take a knee here. You just let him, he's going to let him take the snap. And that will do it.
Preston Dykes going to take a knee to end this game. Your final score, the Colonels 60.
Final score here, 60-24.
Thank you everybody for coming out tonight.
And the Colonels will advance. We'll tell you more about what that looks like next at the end of the here in just a couple minutes as we kind of gather things together. Stand by, folks. We'll be back with our post-game coverage right after this.
Once again, thank you for supporting Oldham County.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market?
It's coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and wrecker service. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street. Call 502-222-1673.
Welcome back, Mike Beck. Gary Satori here, and I think people were in such a hurry up top they unplugged our camera on us, and so you see the beautiful color bars. Hopefully we'll be able to get that pop back on here while we do our post-game coverage. Let's talk about this one real quick. Any surprises here as far as how the outcome ended up?
No, I thought it was an excellent game. I know that we kind of thought Oldham County had the edge. But I really was impressed with Bryan Station always trying to keep into the fight and always never giving up. And Oldham County did a great job controlling the ball. They did a nice job of pretty much all the way around except for that kickoff team. Other than that, I found that Oldham County did a nice job. They're ready to play the second round. Just a few little watching film, making mistake, catching the mistakes a little bit, always trying to improve. But I think Oldham County was the better team tonight, and they're ready to play the second round.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and take our break, come back with our outstanding players of the game. Stand by. That's coming up next. You're watching Glycod's coverage of Kentuckiana high school football.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Satori here as our postgame coverage continues. Time to announce our outstanding players of the game tonight. And this wasn't an easy choice, but when in doubt, go with the quarterbacks. So that's what we did. Quarterback for Bryan Station, Tariq Mulder.
Oh, definitely. You know, he controlled the game. He made some incredible throws tonight.
He sure did.
And so he well deserves this play.
And then across the field, his counterpart, Sam Young, really had an impressive night. Just a sophomore. Man, he's got good things ahead of him here at Oldham County.
His presence at quarterback is outstanding. I mean, he's already matured so much. He really doesn't play like a sophomore. He plays like a senior. I'm really impressed with him. He's also not only a good thrower, but he likes to run the ball too. So he's a dangerous threat.
And he's a multi-threat quarterback. You love that. Tonight's most outstanding players are brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Visit their Crestwood location, 6159 West Highway 146, or online at andersonsales.com. For more tonight's winners, you can look at them or all the recipients. You can find them at glycod.com. Stand by, one more break, and we'll be back with final thoughts and a wrap-up here. That's it on Glycod. We'll be right back.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High. You're listening to Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
And welcome back here as our coverage winds down. Mike Beck, Gary Satori in the booth. People heading out. It's cold out there. People want to get where it's warm, but we're going to put a final bow on it. Time to take a final look at the scoreboard, and you've got some final scores.
I sure do. South Oldham 43 over Atherton 6. J-Town and North Bullitt played tonight. North Bullitt wins 69-20 over the Chargers. Also, Madison Central loses the GRC. The final is 35-20. Let's see what else we've got here. Trenton Central 20, Providence 0, and then also Jeff 7, Floyd Central 31.
All right, so the last team standing in Southern Indiana is Floyd Central. GRC will host Oldham County next week as the playoffs continue to move forward. Okay, so that's that. A final look at this game here. Final thoughts on this one before we wrap it up as the Colonels head east to Winchester to take on GRC, a team they lost by 2 just a couple of weeks ago, 28-26. Are the Colonels better positioned to perhaps get a win next week?
I think Oldham County is really in a position to – I think this is going to be a great game coming up. I think Oldham County would like to have take back a few plays that they played against them last week or 2 weeks ago. I really feel like they are really excited about playing them again. I think it's going to be a really good outcome. I think maybe Oldham County might have the advantage, and I think they might get the win.
Okay. Well, Gary, it's been fun working with you tonight. We're not sure exactly what's going to be on the schedule, but if you want to know what's going to happen next week, the best place to go is to glycod.com. That's the home of all things football in Southern Indiana and Kentucky. So go there, and you'll find out who's going to be where, when, how, what, and why. And we'll let you know as soon as we work all those things out. Lots of things to figure out. But the final here, Oldham County advances. They knock off Bryan Station, the final 60-24. For a rebroadcast of this game and the most in-depth coverage on high school sports, click on glycod.com. Once again, the final score is 60-24. Oldham County over Bryan Station. Great working with Gary Satori. I'm Mike Beck. Will Harper was on camera, and a bittersweet night for me is my daughter Ashton, who's worked with me doing these broadcasts at Glycod and even before for 8 years. This is her final night in the booth with us. So Ashton Beck did a fantastic job, and I'm going to cry a tear as I come here next week. And somewhere I'll be, but she won't be here. Anyway, thank you, Ashton, for all your hard work. For the rest of the team, Steve Bird, our producer, Chris Labar, And everyone, we thank you for being a part of the Glycod team. We'll see you next week. Until then, God bless. Take care. Have yourselves a great week.
Tonight's broadcast of Oldham County High School's football was brought to you by Metro Windows. One call can replace your old rotted windows. By Anderson's Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. By Vaughn Pettit Legal Group for intelligent legal solutions. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. And by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.